breakfast for dinner, but make it a tater tot casserole. That's what we're doing tonight. Let's do this. There are ways to do things, and then there's Jessica's way. We are doing this Jessica's way. Start by popping a couple tablespoons of butter into your pan and melting that down. I could use a whisk, and I love this whisk, but I'm not going to use this whisk. I'm going to crack the eggs right into the pan, and we're gonna scramble them. As many eggs as your family requires. I'm using all of the old eggs in my fridge. Be quick, otherwise you'll have fried eggs on your hands. In your pan. Wash your fucking hands and clean up your stovetop. Scramble them in the pan, it'll be fine. I don't want to dirty another bowl. I don't want to dirty the whisk. I don't want to make an additional mess that I don't need to make. It's not necessary. Salt and pepper your scrambled eggs. Do I need to tell you that? Add whatever you like to your scrambled eggs. We are salting, peppering, and there will be cheese involved at a later time. Cook your eggs until they will no longer give you salmonella. That's until they're pretty much not wet anymore. At this point, your eggs are fully cooked. They look a little wet. It's okay. They're going to go into a separate bowl. And before you tell me this is going to get dirty, no, it's not. This is going to be my husband's bowl because I'm going to get myself a clean bowl. I don't care. And he doesn't know any different. Rinse your absolutely massive skillet out. You don't have to wash it completely. We're just going to cook something else for tonight's dinner in it. Our skillet is rinsed and ready for step 2. This is sausage, Bob Evans original sausage. It has to be this. I don't know why, it just does. Cut your sausage in half and then just shake. It'll come right out. Shake aggressively. See? Brown up your sausage. Chop it up aggressively. Make sure it's brown and not gray. It needs to be brown and a little crispy. This is what you are looking for. Do you see how it's a little crispy and crackly? That's what we want. Now I'm going to take 1/4 cup of flour. Sprinkle it onto my sausage and stir it around. Let it sop it up. That's creating a roux. Now that that has cooked down for just a minute, you don't want it to taste like flour, and cooking down your flour is how you get it to not taste like flour. I'm going to add milk. This is lactose free because I'm a lactose intolerant lady. Just enough to barely cover your sausage. Something like that, probably 3.5, 4 cups. Before it's thick, add in a hefty amount of cracked black pepper. It needs it. My gravy is now thick. If you want your gravy to be thicker than mine, add more milk. If it's thinner than mine, add some milk and flour to a shaker bottle. Shake it up, pour it in, it will thicken it up. Now that our gravy is done, we are going to spoon our eggs that we set to the side on top. The sound of this is horrifying. I shredded up by hand an 8-ounce block of cheese. And if you're asking yourself if I'm using that blue cheese grater, I am. I use it all of the time. So I was wrong, you were right, it works great, I'm a loser. Something like that. I know what you're thinking, you're from the Midwest, you're not using all of that cheese on this casserole, just wait. I am now going to arrange my tater tots on top of my breakfast casserole into a design because I'm not a psychopath. That's an entire 2-pound bag of tater tots right on top. Pop this into your oven until your tater tots get mostly crispy. Some time has elapsed and I popped my casserole out of the oven. The top is a little bit crispy, not very much. We'll get there. And I'm gonna add the rest of my cheese to the top. Throw this back into your oven until it is gooey and brown and bubbly and all of the things that you want a casserole with cheese on top to look like. There you have it. Breakfast tater tot casserole. And I know what you're thinking. Is it even good? And I'm thinking the same thing because I thought this up and I really hope it's good because this is dinner. Let's try this. That is so good, but of course it's good. I made it. Honestly, this is my perfect breakfast. The only way I could make this better is if I topped it with pulled corned beef. Honest to God, because I'm a corned beef breakfast girly. Follow along for more aggressive tutorials.